Hi, I'm back. That wasn't very long. All right, so we still have a couple minutes before class starts. So I'm gonna give it a minute for some of the yogis to join us, and then at 7 o'clock, we will get started. So hang tight for you early birds. We will be starting soon. Make sure you have the sheets that I had said to print out. The link is down below. You should be able to click on it and it'll pop up a PDF, and then you'll be able to print that out. Hopefully if you have a printer. If not, try and see if you can have it close by, or jot some notes down on a sheet of paper. And your note card for your full moon ritual, and your emotion sheet, which is optional. So you decide if this is something you want to print out, but we will be going over because it's extremely important, especially with this sacral chakra, emotional Scorpio full moon. Cool. 2 minutes. So we're just gonna get ready to get started here in just a minute or two. So just hang tight. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Cosette. How are you? Hi, Mom. Cool. So we're getting some people on now. Alrighty, as some yogis trail into class, we'll go ahead and just slowly get started. So make sure you have your mat, your water, you have your worksheets, your note cards, everything that you need, so that way you can be able to really fully be here and not have to wander off and be engaged in the entire class. So make sure you have everything set and ready to go. Cool, we're getting some more yogis joining us. Are you ready? I think it's time. Okay. So yogis, it's our Scorpio super full moon. Scorpio super full moon. So what does that mean? That means things are really intense. Things are extreme. Things are passionate. There is a lot of emotion going on. So if you already been feeling a little bit of this, then you are definitely in sync and flow, connected to the energy that's already happening intuitively around you. And today, hopefully today, we'll build a better awareness, maybe even have some emotions, some words to really link up with, some tools to link up with what is happening with this energy, What is going on with this energy, and what can we do? What can we learn from this? We are still, just a little note, we are still in the Taurus new moon energy. So don't think what we did 2 weeks ago has completely gone away. Keep that worksheet, keep that focus of the questions, the 5 ways to connect, still keep that in mind, because that hasn't gone away. That's not going to go away until the next new moon, which is, I believe, on the 22nd of this month. So still keep that energy in your awareness field. But now what's going to happen is we're going to add a little bit of extra flavor, a little extra zest with this Scorpio full moon. So let's do this. Before I break down the class on how this whole thing is going to work, and if you're new to the class, maybe you've never experienced this workshop before, this is a little bit different than your typical Kundalini Yoga classes, where we're not just going to be doing the exercises, but we're really going to be creating some awareness for the first portion of this workshop on really understanding what this energy is all about. What is this full moon energy really all about? And use that energy, that awareness, to really make our Kundalini Yoga portion of the class extremely powerful and with way more intention, because we've created the awareness at the beginning of class. So before I go through how this whole process works, I'd like for us to just go ahead and tune in. Let's just tune in. Let's get this class started and really get into the forecast of what this full moon is all about, because I'm really excited to dive deep and go over this. So let's do this the best way we know how. And the best way we know how is by allowing ourselves to first just settle into the space that we're in. So now, wherever you're at, allow yourself to come lying down flat. Allow yourself to come lying down flat on your mat, or you're even welcome to stay up seated. But as long as the spine is awake, aware, erected, long and tall, wherever you are, allow yourself to just be comfortable. So really settle into the bones, rolling the shoulders back, a gentle look to the left, a gentle look to the right, maybe stretching the arms up above you, reaching the fingers up above, squeezing them tight, moving every part of the body and then just settling into that space. Settling into that space. Now this is your moment to ground. This is your moment to root. We want to develop a sense of safety, sense of security before we allow ourselves to really go deep, so that we can feel that we are able to open up, to be vulnerable. So come into that space. Slowly come into your breath. Taking some deep breaths in, taking some deep breaths out. Taking another deep breath in and another deep breath out. Eyes are closed. Shut this door. Eyes are closed. Focusing on your breath. Focusing on the sensations of the body. Tapping into your senses. The smell, the taste, the touch. What can you hear? Really allow yourself to settle into this space. Now, as you close your eyes and settle into this space, you're going to draw that awareness further down into the pelvic space, into your hips, to the sex organs. This is your sacral chakra space. This is where the Scorpio energy lies. I'd like for you to keep the eyes closed, and with every breath, visualize your breath coming into that space, sending a bright, warm orange light, activating your sacral chakra space, your place of passion, your place of lust, connection. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Continue to draw your breath into the space. Continue to be aware of the energy that's moving up and down the spine, in and out the nose. And continue to listen to my voice as I bring you the energetic forecast of the intense, passionate, sensual, dark Scorpio full moon. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Continue to listen. Full moons are a time of increased energy and illumination. A supermoon takes place when the full moon is even closer to Earth than usual, which can make things feel even more intense. This will also be the final supermoon of 2020. Many of us felt this intensity building in different ways ever since this new moon in Taurus in late April. And the upcoming super Scorpio moon is set to bring this energy with intensity. It's important to know that the full moon experiences are always transformative and strengthening, but the process is rarely ever smooth or easy. Remember that a full moon in the long run will be good for us, and that destruction, death, is also a form of creation, rebirth. Full moons, especially in Scorpio, are famous for bringing sensitive information to light, closing chapters, finding forgiveness, and letting things go. Whatever may come up, we surely know that growth and healing are in store. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Ready to break free? Ready to truly live life, have fun, and be wild? Well, then it's time to turn over any blocks, resistance, negative thoughts that have come to surface with the help of this transformational full moon. Scorpio's super full moon is here for some deep processing and healing. For some deep processing and healing. As the sign of extremes, Scorpio energy can draw out both our darkest shadows and our most enlightened selves. Scorpio, after all, is the natural ruler of the realm of sex, death, rebirth, and transformation. This moon holds the keys to release negative emotions and patterns that might be holding us back in order to reach deep transformation. Stung with an awakening to dig deep. Dig deep into our emotions, our feelings. We are now able to feel it all. The good and the bad, with all of our senses. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Scorpio is connected to our sacral chakra, the color of orange, element of water, physically located within our hips, pelvis, and sex organs. This is where our emotions dwell, our passion rise, lust, longing, sensuality, creativity, spontaneity, and joy. The joys of life can be felt and shared here. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. If not balanced, we can also be suspicious, isolate, unstable, and have a deep need for control. This particular moon will amplify these traits and bring up issues that live in the shadows. But with our awareness, we will be able to maneuver through this intense transition. We have spent the last few weeks understanding what it means to survive, to live life in our primal instincts, to feel rooted, grounded, home, and of Mother Earth. Now it's time to taste the zest of life, feel all the joys and pleasures of what it means to be human, create, explore, connect deeply and passionately to another. It's time to unleash, be free, feel alive, and be wild. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Stay here. Take a moment. Continue to breathe in that sacral chakra space. Drawing this awareness, this forecast, this energy into the hips, into the pelvis. Awakening that energy so that you can really allow yourself to connect. Whatever sticks, stick. Whatever you need to let go, let go. But just to take this moment right now to breathe into this space. Honor this space. Feel the feelings. Feel the breath. Now slowly, intuitively, mindfully, allow the next few breaths to bring some gentle movement to the body. A gentle movement to the fingers, a gentle movement to the toes. A look to the left, a look to the right. A deep breath that brings the arms up above you and points the toes further down below you. Slowly guiding your knees into your chest. Gently rocking up and down the spine, side to side. But eventually bringing yourself up to seated. Eventually bringing yourself up to seated. So how was that? What did you get? Did anything stick out? Did anything speak to you? Was there any aha moments? There was a lot that was said, and I don't expect you to hear it all or remember it all, and so that's why it's important that we use this Scorpio full moon, the Scorpio super full moon worksheet. So in just a moment, what we're going to do is we're going to go over this sheet and really allow ourselves to really connect to what it is that this forecast, everything that I said, exactly what that all meant. What does it all mean? And we're going to break it down, and we're going to use this awareness so that when we do our actual practice, our Kundalini Yoga practice, which will be a practice specifically for the pelvis. It's a practice to balance the pelvis and to energize and balance the sacral chakra. And so I've realized, and I hope that you're starting to notice through these workshops, we've been doing them for about a year and a half now, that when we have this awareness, this Kundalini Yoga of awareness, and when we use the workshop awareness practice of it, the whole beginning half, and then we draw that awareness into our practice, and really allow ourselves to hone into what it means to connect to this full moon energy. What does it mean to activate our sacral chakra? What does it mean to now come into our meditation? Our meditation, which will be the Adi Shakti meditation, which is the same meditation that we did at the New Moon workshop. So if you have been practicing that meditation, then we're going to do it again. If you haven't, then perfect. This will be your first time to do it again, or for the first time. And we're going to go back into what it means to connect to that creative power, which is also the mother power. And that mother power is still very, very important, because as we're coming to Mother's Day, there'll be some emotions that may be coming up for a lot of us. And being able to really tap into what those emotions are, really tap into also what that creative power means, to tap into that inner mother, it's still important that we go there. And so that's why we will be doing the Adi Shakti meditation at the end of our Kundalini Yoga practice. Now the Adi Shakti meditation, just very quickly, it's very simple. It's a mudra where we bring our sides of our pinkies together, as well as the sides of our thumbs together. We open up the hands like a lotus. So it's like this beautiful flower. and we bring that right into our heart center. So the elbows are right at the sides of our rib cage. The palms are in our mudra, right at our heart center. Our eyes will be closed, and we will be listening to the Adi Shakti mantra. You're welcome to sing along to the Adi Shakti mantra. You're welcome to just listen to the mantra. And you'll be in this place of just being able to engulf yourself into what it means to connect to your creative power. And this will make more sense as we go through the actual 5 questions in the worksheet. So if you have any questions, especially if you'll be joining us tomorrow for our Zoom chat at 7 p.m. Arizona time, if you have any questions, write them down and I'll be happy to go over them. Or you can even message them here. Cool? All right, let's do it. All right, so Supermoon worksheet. So this is what this sheet has. It has the 5 questions to ask yourself under the Scorpio full moon. We'll go over that. It has the message. What is the message of what this full moon is trying to tell you, trying to show you, trying to teach you? We have some affirmations to really connect you to the sacral chakra, to the Scorpio energy. And then we're going to do our full moon ritual. Ritual, whatever you want to call it, but this is where we really, really do the work. We're going to be using this little powerful sheet to write down some important things. And at the end of this class, I invite you to shred it, to burn it, to get rid of it. And we'll go over exactly what I'm talking about. Ready? Thumbs up. Ready to go? Okay, let's do it. So the 5 questions. Number one, when was the last time? When was the last time I had fun, danced, moved my hips, and felt my body? When was the last time you did that? Now, if it's been a while, then this is the time. This is the time to play some music, to dance, to move those hips. Because why? The sacral chakra is located in the hips. The Scorpio energy is located in the hips. And so if you want to really connect to this energy, that will be an amazing way to do it. Now, I'm going to suggest something. Being that this sacral chakra is also a part of the water element, if you really want to just get it right, dance in the shower. Dance in the shower. Feel the water on your body. Touch your body. And as you are cleaning your body, give your body love. As you're wiping the soap on your body, just passionately, lovingly telling your body how beautiful you are, how strong you are, how gorgeous you are, and letting that element of water wash that energy that you're trying to get rid of, that it's no longer serving you. Watch it go down the drain and allow yourself to feel revitalized. It's an amazing, amazing practice. It's a very powerful practice. It will really hone you into your body, which is what we're trying to do, but really also tap you into the emotion, into the senses, and ultimately really connect you to this first question. Cool? So dance in the shower, touch your body, feel your body, love your body, and that will be a great way to take care of step 1, question 1. Continuing. Number 2, do I allow pleasure, sensuality, and creative expression in my life and in the bedroom? That's right. Do I allow pleasure, sensuality, and creative expression in my life and in the bedroom? So if it's uncomfortable for you to talk about sex, or venture into the space of sex, that's a sign that you have a blocked or unbalanced sacral chakra. Okay, and that's a sign that that space needs to be explored in a healthy way. And if you are with a partner or maybe you are alone, it's still a place that you can explore with yourself. And it's still a space that you should definitely explore with your partner and find a way to discuss what fantasies, what things do you feel that you want and need to make the sex more passionate, more intimate, more connected. And the way I wanted to bring this up, I was thinking about this before starting class, is that there's different types of sex, right? And we have this very primal sex, this animalistic sex, that we're just having sex to procreate, and there's not really any emotion to it. It's just the act of it. There's that type of sex. This is a different sex, okay? This is a different sex. This is a deep, penetrating, passionate, intense, emotional, connected, tantric sex. So it's time for you to really be able to use your senses, to really be able to feel yourself in your body, to love your body, to love your partner's body, but most of all, to love your body before you can truly love someone else's. So really ask yourself, do I allow pleasure, sensuality, and creative expression? Do I allow that in my life as well as in the bedroom? So explore that. And I love this. Sex is the ultimate act of creativity. Why? Because it creates life. It is the ultimate act of creativity. And this is the space of creativity right now. Being creative, being spontaneous, being adventurous, being creative. And so sex is that. Sex is creation. And that is one way to definitely connect to this full moon energy. So we might be having a lot of babies tonight. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right? So that's a fun one. So number 3, moving on. How can I feel it all? How can I feel it all? Feel all my feelings, sensations with all 5 of my senses. Taste, touch, sight, hear, smell. Taste, touch, sight, hear, smell. Feel. Do you know your feelings? It's surprising how many of us don't really know what our feelings are. And a really good way to really start connecting to what your feelings are is going to your 5 senses. Now, I'm going to give you a little practice that you're welcome to try. However you want to do this, you can figure out your own. But this is something that was brought to me by my wonderful friend, Dawn. She's also now my health coach from Dynamic Nutrition. She's amazing. You should reach out to her. She's fabulous. And she did a practice with me. So this whole thing is about manifestation, right? I hope that we're all here because we're trying to manifest the lives that we want, manifest our hopes and dreams and make them into reality. That is pretty much why we're here. Also for other amazing reasons, but that's the big ultimate goal of these classes, is for us to be able to connect to this energy around us so that we can actually be able to manifest and see our dreams come true. I know that sounds cheesy, but that's pretty awesome thing to be able to do. And so one of the things that Dawn, my awesome coach, had taught me was take one of the manifestation things, one of the goals that you have in mind, whatever that is. Now, let's say it's a fitness goal, okay? So let's say it's a fitness goal. How can you anchor into that goal? Anchor into that goal by using your 5 senses. Now, the senses are important because if you want to really connect to the sensual, passionate energy, you got to use all of your senses. What makes you human? And so you can start with sight. So you can print out a picture of a body or whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, that 6-pack, that arms, whatever, that just happy looking person, whatever it is that you need to be able to see every day so that you can anchor into that manifestation. I hope you're following here. So does this make sense? We're looking into the 5 senses so that we can be able to tap into that energy of feeling. I want to feel myself already at that goal. So we're taking one goal. One of my goals is a fitness goal. And so I'm picking a picture of, let's say, Jessica Alba was what I said. You can pick whatever picture you want, but I need something to anchor me into my goal so that every day that I look at that thing, it reminds me that's my goal. That's my goal. And then what it is that you can do for touch. Well, I said that I was going to do the touching of my body when I'm in the shower, touching my body and telling my body how much I love my strong arms, my amazing 6-pack, my beautiful booty, all right? Touching my body. The smell of my smoothie The smell of my green juice, being able to smell that every morning when I'm making it, reminding me, healthy body, strong body. The taste of my juices. Are you guys getting what I'm saying here? Hearing, playing a mantra every day, saying how strong my body is, how much I love my body. All right, so we're not just creating our manifestations and just writing them down, but we're actually living in it. We're engulfing ourselves in it. And we're practicing what it's like to connect to our feelings. How does it feel when you're listening to that sound, when you're touching your body, when you're smelling the smells? How does that feel? So I hope I didn't lose you on that. And if I did, write down your questions and we can definitely go over it tomorrow in our Zoom chat. Cool? So now that we've tapped into our feelings, number 4, have I understood the depth of my emotions? All of my emotions, especially the dark, forbidden ones. The Scorpio, here's the thing about the Scorpio. It's said to be connected to Hades, the underworld, the darkness. It brings up the dark, negative, emotional things that we tend to want to hide in the shadows. It lives in there, it dwells in there. And it does that for a reason, because it's the place of death, it's the place of rebirth. But in order to really be able to go into that space, we really got to tap into all of our emotions, especially the ones that we've been trying to ignore. And that can be pretty tough. That can be actually really, really hard. To go into an emotional space, it can be pretty traumatic sometimes. And so, especially if you don't really understand your emotions or where they're coming from. So I've offered a practice where I gave you this sheet. This is the emotional vocabulary feeling sheet. When I started my journey of healing, I didn't know all my emotions. I thought I was either supposed to be angry or happy, and I felt mostly angry. And then to realize that there is a laundry list of other emotions for me to understand was extremely enlightening and very empowering. And so this is what I would like for you to do if you'd like to. Look at the sheet. And on the top it says happiness, caring, depression, inadequate, fear, confusion, hurt, anger, loneliness, and remorse. And underneath that, it gives you all of the different descriptions of what those things could possibly be. And I would invite you to maybe sit and go over this and maybe highlight the ones that you feel, the emotions that you feel that you have, and then be able to use that within your meditation. What happens with the emotions, our emotions can begin to control us, and they can begin to control us into an awful place. And if we don't honor those emotions, if we don't see them for what they are and realize that we're still holding on to some things, then we're just going to continue to live angry no matter what. We're going to continue to live resentful, guilty, unhappy, whatever those things are. So this is the power of the practice. What I invite you to do is whatever emotions come up tonight, maybe you're reminded of a traumatic event, maybe you're reminded of a feeling that you've been trying to ignore because now it's starting to surface. I want you to go there, okay? I want you to dwell in that space. I want you to feel that emotion and what it does to your mind, to your body, to your spirit. And I just want you to be there. You're going to not be able to react because you're going to be in your practice. You're going to be in your meditation. But what happens is that when your body is feeling these emotions and it's trying to get you to move, it's trying to get you to react because it's used to you doing that, because you're constantly responding from that emotion, not having any control. When you allow yourself to be still, to let the emotions rise, to come out from that shadow, depth, dwelling space, and you stay. You let the body do what it needs to do. You let the mind freak out. But eventually it starts to come down. It starts to come down and there's a sense of a release. So try that practice. Figure out what your emotions are. Meditate in that space so that you can really let it go. This is the time. This is the time because your emotions, they're all going to be coming up. Scorpio is stinging you with that energy right now, and you can't ignore it. So let's do it. And we're all here to help you. Cool. So that then brings us to our final question. How can I bring death to an old and resurrect anew? Transform. Like we said, Scorpio is the energy of sex, it's the energy of death, and it's also the energy of rebirth. And it's important that we really understand what death really means. To be able to grieve a loss, but understand what exactly was that trying to teach me? What exactly was that person there for? What exactly was that moment in time? Something that hurt me, something that disappointed me. What was that happened to me? And how can I finally kill it off and let it go? How can I finally send it off and let it go? So that I can be reborn, so I can be rejuvenated, so that I can finally live the life that I've been wanting to live, but I've just been stuck in this space. If there's something that you need to finally put an end to, an emotion, if it's a habit, if it's a thought, whatever it is that's no longer serving you, it's time to let it die, let it go, so that you can move forward and be anew, resurrected, rebirth. This is the time. Literally, this is the time. So take advantage of it. Cool? Cool. Again, write down any questions. Write down anything that might not make too much sense or anything that really sticks with you, because if you join us again tomorrow, we'll go over this at our Zoom chat. Now the messages. Moving on to the messages. Here we go. This is the message of this Scorpio super full moon. Remember, when it's a super full moon, the energy is even more intense. Whatever the energy is with the full moon, you throw in some super in it, and it's even more intense. And so, here we are with the message. Screaming in your face. It's time to unleash. It's time to unleash, be free, feel alive, and be wild. And be wild. Life is about having fun, joy, and passion. Be spontaneous, get creative, and enjoy the zest of life. And enjoy the zest of life. Yes, I hope you feel empowered by that. I hope you feel excited about that. Whatever the feelings and emotions you're having, let them come up and be ready. Be ready, because it is time to enjoy life. We've been living in this survival primal space. And now some of us hopefully are able to leave our home a little bit more. Maybe some of us aren't. But if you are finally able to see that, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to just finally enjoy what life is all about. And life is about passion. It's about joy. It's about pleasure. It's about really tuning into the zest and the love of what it means to be human and love my body. That's where we're at right now. So let's really hone into this and use these affirmations now. You can use these affirmations for the next few weeks. I am living a pleasurable life. I am grateful for the joy of being me. I trust my feelings and given them ample room for expression. I embrace and celebrate my sexuality. I am honoring my body and treat myself respectfully. My sexuality is sacred. I am allowing my creativity to flow through me freely. I am radiant, beautiful, creative, and enjoy a healthy, passionate life. Yes. Cool. Love it. So those are the first major parts of this worksheet. Keep this worksheet. You will keep this worksheet for the next 2 weeks, okay? Until the next new moon. You have time to work on this, my friends. You have time to work on this piece by piece. But let this be a part of your day, your everyday, asking these questions and then trying to work on answering them. I've given you some tools and some practices. You're welcome to use them or not. If this is too much for you and you just want to use the affirmations and just go there, then go there. I say this in every class. I try and give you as many variety of tools for you to connect to this energy so that way you have something to go to. One thing may work, something else may not, and that's all right. Maybe it's more of the practice, the Kundalini Yoga practice, or more of the meditation. You do whatever it is that's best for you. If you can connect to your intuition, and if you know what it is that you truly want, something here will help. So now it's time to do the most important part, the 2 most important parts. Are you ready? Ready? All right. 2 important things we must do during the full moon. And that's find forgiveness and gratitude. In order to achieve our dreams and move forward from a place of clarity, we need to release any blockages, fears, grudges, or upsets that we have against ourselves or anyone else. We have to forgive and appreciate, meaning we've dealt with it and can now move on. We move forward with peace, trust, letting go, creating space, and making room so we can be free. So we can be free. You got this. You got this. So now, take your little handy dandy note card or a little piece of paper, whatever you have. And we're going to do this next part of the workshop. We're going to do 1 is write down the things that you are grateful for. Write down the things that you are grateful for. Who or what am I grateful for and can send my appreciation? Seriously, what are you grateful for? Grateful to be alive? Grateful that you have the eyes to be able to watch this, the ears to be able to hear this? Whatever it is, the hands to write down that you have a lot to be grateful for. And so what we want to do is we want to come to an energy of gratitude, an energy of love, of appreciation, of compassion. We want to go there because the next space is not so easy to go to, but if we can go to this place of appreciation and love, we can transfer that energy to where it needs to be so that we can ultimately find forgiveness. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, you'll feel it in a minute. So allow yourself to just engulf yourself in this energy of gratitude, this energy of love, this heart chakra energy. Write down the things that you're grateful for. Visualize the faces of the families that you love. Visualize the things that you're grateful for and go into that happy space. Do that right now. I'll give you a minute. And now, you can continue to write, but when you're ready, we're going to do the second part. Write down who or what must I forgive and let go. Who or what must I forgive and let go? And I wanted to add a little something else too. What do you want to be free from? What do you want to be free from? Free yourself and free them. It's time to let it go. It's time to let it go And one of the ways that that I heard this guy, Joe Dispenza, amazing man, talking about emotions and what it does to our body, and when we hold on to it, how we can create ourselves to be sick. When we hold on to that guilt, that anger, he talked about being able to say, I'm in a new life, and I would never be in this new life if you didn't betray me, if you didn't hurt me, if you didn't judge me, if I didn't get this sense of guilt, this sense of shame, this pain. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be here in my new life today. I know we go through a lot of things in life, and a lot of it is painful. But it's recognizing that in that pain, there's empowerment, there's awareness. And what happens is when you come to that place of being able to forgive those things that cause that pain, that cause that anguish, that cause that guilt, and this is not just towards other people, but what you've done to yourself, you can at least be able to say, had that not happened, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I know where you're at right now is better than where you were at before. Because right now you're sitting here taking a class of being able to connect, of being able to better yourself, of being able to draw some awareness in your life so that you can make the changes in your life that you've been wanting to make for the good. And the fact that you're doing that right now, today, on this amazing super full moon, means that you are working towards a better place and that you are in a better place. It's important for you to see that and believe that. Or to believe so that you can see. So write down what you need to forgive, what you need to release to be free. Grudges, hate, anger, whatever's holding you back. Now is time to write those things down so that you can let it go. Once you've written down the things that you're grateful for, once you've written down the things that you want to forgive, tonight after this class, or whenever you watch this video, you're going to take this card and you're going to shred it. You're going to shred it. You're going to burn it. You can run it over with your car. I don't care what you do with it, but you're going to get rid of it. You're going to get rid of it and send it out. And what's cool is that whether you burn it, whether you shred it, whatever you do, the mind will believe it to be gone, okay? You're going to tell your mind that this thing is gone, all right? And you're sending that energy out into the universe. And what happens, though, is when you send that energy out with the universe, with the things that you're grateful for, you're moving that energy towards a place of love, towards a place of compassion. And in that space is where you'll be able to find that healing, that resurrection, that rebirth, that transformation that you're ultimately looking for and that you're going to get with this energy of the Scorpio full moon. Damn, I love this stuff. I mean, seriously. It makes life definitely more interesting, and it definitely makes life a lot more fun. All right? You have the power to make your life whatever it is that you want it to be. And so take that power, write it onto that card, get rid of what you no longer need, and start coming back to a life that you deserve. Yes. Passion, zest, intensity, spontaneity, fun, joy. This is what it means to be human. Cool. That's it. That's your worksheet, y'all. So go over that. Do your full moon ritual tonight. Finish that up. Use your emotions worksheet to really hone into what your emotions are. Use that. And now it's time to get into our Kundalini Yoga practice. Our Kundalini Yoga practice. And so, make sure I don't want to forget anything. we'll take a moment to get settled in. You can get a drink of water, use the restroom. I'm going to come to the back of my mat. There is one portion where you won't see me because I'll be standing and I'll be trying to show you the exercise. Just bear with me. I'll try and stand up real fast, show it to you, and come back down. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to be working our pelvic, balancing our pelvic, our sacral chakra. And then we're going right into our meditation for the creative power, calling upon the mother power energy, which is ultimately the place of creation. Freeing of insecurities that block freedom of action. So removing any of those insecurities, any of that dark energy, we're sending that away and moving that out. And coming into a place of a deeper understanding. That is what the Adi Shakti meditation will be doing for us. So let's do it. Let's get started. Cool. So settle into your space. Grab your yoga mat. I'm going to get into my yoga mat. I'm going to get the music together, so bear with me, everybody. Alrighty, I hope you can still hear me. I'm a little bit further away. Let's go ahead and take a seat on our yoga mat. Come to seated. Remove any flesh from underneath you. Roll the shoulders back. Gently circle the neck, left and right. And then allow yourself to come still. Spine nice and long, gently sucking in the belly button so that you can support the lower spine. Rolling the shoulders back, making room for your lungs, for you to breathe. The chin is parallel to the floor, not to the chest, not all the way up, but nice and parallel. Eyes are closed and focus on the space between the brows. Breathing in this space here. Reflecting on everything that we went over. Asking yourself those 5 questions. Asking yourself how you can balance and awaken your sacral chakra space. Focusing on the color of orange or the element of water. Really allow yourself to go into that space. Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini Yoga, the yoga of awareness. Drawing our awareness now to our sacral space. You're welcome to visualize the color of orange moving and breathing through the body. With every movement, with every breath that we do throughout our practice. Bring your powerful intentions here. What is it that you need to be free from? What emotions have you been ignoring that's been dwelling deep within? It's time to use that Kundalini energy to allow it to rise, to come up, to honor that space, and use that energy for your creative power. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Keeping the eyes closed, focusing in the space between the brows, slowly begin to draw the palms together at heart center. Rub the palms of the hands together, waking up the nerves within the hands, waking up the body. Taking a deep breath in and finding stillness as the palms come back to heart center. Spine nice and long, eyes are closed. With every Kundalini Yoga class, we begin with the Adi mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Tuning you into this golden chain of the teacher within you, the teacher in front of you, and continuing this golden chain to the energy of the teacher before us. We'll chant that 3 times. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Focus in the space between the brows. Focus on that orange energy activating your sacral chakra, your sex organs, your pelvis, your hips. Bring your energy there. And open mouth, exhale. Slowly, mindfully begin to bring the palms, wrap around the hands, around the ankles. We're going to just do a little warm up. You're going to be inhaling, flexing the spine forward, and exhaling, flexing the spine back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Keep the shoulders squared. Try not to curve them in. Keep the shoulders open and squared. The chin nice and straight. Try not to bring the chin to the chest. Allowing everything up here to stay centered. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. So we're really just focusing on the lower pelvic space, the lower spine, opening up that space, energizing that Kundalini energy that lies dormant at the base of the spine, waking that energy up. So use a little bit of your imagination. Use the power of your mind right now to really bring that focus and awareness down to the base of the spine. Moving the spine, flexing the spine, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. So we're just here for a little bit. Start some music. Keep going. Just a few more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take a deep inhale, flexing the spine forward. Exhale, bring yourself back to neutral, back to a straight spine. Now guiding the fingertips onto the shoulders. We're going to do a spinal twist. Fingertips, forefingers come to the front, thumb comes to the back of the shoulders. Arms are nice and straight. Inhale, twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. When you start to really match the breath to the movement, start to pick up the pace. Make the breaths powerful, make the breaths strong. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going here. We're working, opening up the heart, flexing the upper spine. Whenever you do twisting, you're also activating your solar plex, your fire, your confidence. We're detoxing. So continue to breathe in this space. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Pick up the pace. Keep going. All right, just a few more breaths. Twisting. Moving that Kundalini energy now from the base of the spine, from the hips into the belly. Keep going. All right. Take an inhale, come center. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. And open mouth, exhale. All right, now I want you to come to standing. Come to standing. Move any energy that needs to wiggle out. And then you're going to come down onto a squat. So come down to squat. The heels are going to come up. The heels are going to come up, and the back of the heels are going to be touching. The sides of the heels are going to be touching. You're now on your toes. The knees will come out, pointing towards the sides. We're coming into what's called a frog pose. You are now on the tips of your finger and on your toes. Heels are touching, knees are pointing out towards the sides. So we'll take an exhale here. And with your inhale, you're going to straighten the legs. Allow your head to come down. Look to the knees, keeping the heels up. You're still up on your toes. And you're exhaling, coming back down. So look something like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. When you exhale, shoot the exhale out. Make sure you're looking straight. Inhale, straighten those legs. Keep those ankles up. All right, so this opens up the flow of the energy of the sacral chakra, the sex organs. It builds your sexual potency. It allows you to balance, energize the sexual energy space, which is where we want to be, the hip space. It's allowing us to tap back into the flow of life. Keep going, keep going. So inhales, exhales, inhales, exhales. Hopefully you're feeling some warmth, some heat building up. You're here just a little bit longer. Keep going. Just a little bit longer. You got this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, straighten the legs. Come up to the tip of the toes. Continue to inhale. Hold the breath. Hold the posture. Tips of the fingers. And exhale. Come down. Let it go. Let it go. Slowly allow yourself to come lying down. Slowly allow yourself to come lying down. All right. So we've energized the energy, moved it from the base of the spine into the belly, opened up the hips. Now we really want to activate that fire, that confidence, that willpower, so it can move us through the practice, so that it can move us into our meditation. How do we do that? Stretch pose. So stretch pose is all core. So let's get ready. When we get into our stretch pose, we're going to be doing the breath of fire. So get ready to do the breath of fire. It's a pant of the belly and inhales, exhales out through the nose. So come to lying down. Lift the feet about 6 inches off the mat. The palms come down, pointing towards the toes. Palms are hovering above the hips, pointing towards the thighs, pointing towards the toes. The shoulders are not on the mat. The shoulders are also lifted about 6 inches off the mat. So hover here. Look down towards your toes. Feel that core being activated. Everything is focused at the tips of the feet. Energy, stiff, strong. Clench those glutes a little bit to hold you up. And now start the breath of fire. Go. Keep going. I'm with ya. Lift those shoulders up. Nice and strong. Stay focused. We have about 20 more seconds here. Don't give up. Stay here. I'm with you. 10 more seconds. Inhale, keep everything up. Bring the feet up, bring the shoulders up. Tighten, squeeze everything you got. Hold, suspend. And exhale, drop it, relax, let it go. Ah. Good job. Grab a sip of water. All right, my yogis. Let's do it. Let's balance the pelvis. Let's connect to our sacral space. So So what we're going to do here is we're going to be doing a reverse bridge. All right, so it's the bridge pose. Actually, it's the bridge pose. It's not reversed. It's a reverse table. All right, so the palms come directly underneath the shoulders. The knees are going to be directly above the ankles. All right, so you're going to lift up into a reverse table. Make sure you're clenching your glutes and you're pushing your hips up. The shoulders are away from the ears. The head can fall back. Let the head fall back. And you're going to take some nice, long, deep breaths here. Find strength in the arms. Really plant the feet onto the mat. Lift those hips up. Clench those glutes. Remember, we're activating the base of the spine. We're really focusing our energy in the pelvic space, our hip space. So if you have really weak hips here, this is going to be intense for you, but allow yourself to just bring that breath, that long, deep breathing. Let the head fall back. Let the head fall back and breathe long and deep. So imagine that orange sacral light, that warm light, that light of passion, of zest, of spontaneity. Imagine that energy moving down that table, down the spine, to the tips of the toes, and moving that slow breath all the way back out. You're doing amazing. Stay here. You're halfway there. Less than a minute left. Less than a minute left. Focus. What do you feel? Tap into your senses. Stay in this space. Do not run away. Remember, where do you go when you get stressed? Where do you go when you get uncomfortable? Don't leave your body. Stay in your body. Keep going. 30 seconds. Long, deep breaths. Let the head fall back. Clench those glutes. Bring the hips up. You got this. 20 seconds. Long, deep breaths. 10 seconds. You're doing amazing. You're doing great. Close the eyes. Visualize that orange light moving through the body. All right, take a deep breath. Hold the posture. Take a deep breath. Hold the posture. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe out. And now relax. Relax. Come to laying down. Come back to laying down. Relax here. Settle into the space. Now there's a modification for this posture, for this next Kriya, asana. There's a modification by just doing bridge. Let me just make sure we're not doing breath of, we are doing breath of fire again. All right, so you can do the bridge. So bridge, you'll bend the knees, plant the feet onto the mat. Allow your hands to fall down beside you and just tickle the backs of the ankles. This is where you want your palms to lie. And with your breath, you're gonna inhale and then exhale and bring the hips up. Bring the hips up and then clasp the hands underneath you so the shoulders shimmy underneath you. All right, so we're opening up the heart. We're clenching the glutes, applying the Mula Bandha, and allowing ourselves to push our hips up. Don't let this fall. Push the hips up. Strengthen the glutes. Tap into those hamstrings, those quads. All right, and we're going to use the strength to keep us up. That's the modification. And from there, you'll be doing the breath of fire. Now, if you are able to, let me prepare myself, you're going to do the full expression, which is the wheel. So if you can do the wheel, you'll bring the palms, the fingertips to point down towards the toes, right underneath the shoulders. Plant your feet firmly onto the mat. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Push yourself onto the top of your head. So you can push yourself onto the top of the head first. Get yourself settled in here, and then allow yourself to come to the full expression of the wheel. So you'll be here, feet are firmly onto the mat, arms are nice and straight, you're in your wheel, and you'll start the breath of fire. Inhales, exhales out and in through the nose. Powerful breaths. Go. Whichever one. We're only here for a minute. So go there. Go wherever you can go. Listen to the body. Listen to what your body is saying, what you're feeling. And breathe, breath of fire. Pump that belly. This helps strengthen the lower back, causing energy to flow through the spine and aiding metabolism. You're doing amazing. You're doing great. 30 more seconds. Powerful breaths. I am living a pleasurable life. I am grateful for the joy of being me. I trust my feelings and given them ample room for expression. 2, 1, take a deep breath in, come to the full expression, your full wheel, your full bridge, push your hips up, push, 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 and exhale, relax, relax. Good job, relax. Whew. Take a moment here. And slowly come now onto your belly. Lie on your belly. When was the last time you had fun? You danced and moved your body, felt your body. Tap into your 5 senses here. Lying on your belly now. So lying on your belly, look towards your computer or phone. Look at me. What we're going to do is we're going to bend our knees and lift our feet up, like so. Now the important part of this is you're going to keep the forehead planted onto the mat, okay? So don't lift the forehead. The shoulders, the hands are going to clasp behind you in a little basket in Venus lock. So the hands are clasped behind you. The chin and the forehead is onto the mat. And you're going to bring the hands up as much as you can. All right? You're going to breathe in this space here. And just make sure I have this right. Keeping the knees and the elbows straight as possible. And once you've got everything positioned, the feet are up, the forehead is planted onto the mat, the palms are wrapped behind you, and you're bringing the hands as much as you can towards the front of the mat. So this is a big shoulder opener. Then you're going to start the breath of fire. So go. Lying on the front of the hands, bringing yourself onto the mat, breathing in, lifting your legs and arms up, keeping the knees and the elbows as straight as possible. Begin the breath of fire. Breath of fire. So this helps the digestion and strengthens the abdominals. To find healing. I'm still here with you. You're not alone. Like your heart takes my role. Stay with your breath. Arms are all the way up. Feet are off the mat. Keep the forehead. Eyes are closed. Focus in the space between the brows. Just listen. With our voice. You're halfway there. I am honoring my body and treat myself respectfully. I am honoring my body and treat myself respectfully. more seconds. How can you be free? How can you let go and allow yourself to be wild? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, keep everything up. Inhale, keep everything up. Breathe out. And slowly relax. Slowly relax. Allow yourself to look to the left or look to the right, resting the cheek onto the mat. Let the energy move here. The stillness, the awareness. Drawing this awareness even more further up into the body. We're going to come to standing. So you might not be able to see me when I stand completely, but when you come to standing, widen, let the feet come as wide as you can, the toes pointing a little bit towards the side edges of the mat. So nice and wide. The hands, so come down, stay standing. The hands are going to clasp up above you. So the palms are going to come together to touch, and the thumbs are just going to wrap around one another. Arms are right at the ears. So not here, not all the way back, right along in line with the ears. With the legs out wide, I'm going to take a breath in, breath out. With your next breath, breathe in. Exhale to the left side. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the opposite side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. So we're switching sides. We're balancing the movement of the pelvis, coordinating the muscle groups within the pelvic space, within the hip space, and allowing ourselves to balance the opposite sides, the masculine and the feminine. And so we're moving the energy from the left side to the right side, from the right side to the left. So feel the empowerment of you balancing your own body, your own mind, not anyone else. Moving that energy, breathing it up and moving it to the opposite. Breathing it up and moving it to the opposite. Keep going. Important to me. My sexuality is sacred. I am allowing my creativity to flow through me freely. I am radiant. I am beautiful. Continue to move that energy. You're doing fantastic. There. You're more than halfway there. Visualize that energy moving from the ground into the feet, up into the hips, into the belly, into the heart, up the arms, through the palms of the hands, and all the way out. Exhale it all the way out. And slowly release the palms, open up the arms, gently bring them down beside you. Stay here, standing, just a moment. Feel yourself grounded. Feel yourself strong, balanced, energized. What do you feel? What do you feel?
I bow my head to God.
Let all the emotions come out.
And God took all of me.
Honor everything.
Every imperfection. God took all of me.
Slowly come down to seated.
And every day.
Slowly come down to seated.
God lives and breathes through me.
How do you feel? What emotions are coming up? Just witness them. Don't control them. Don't judge them. Just allow yourself to witness and become aware. So now that you're seated, I'm going to do what's called a Kundalini Lotus pose. Now this can be a little challenging for some if you don't tend to balance on your tailbone very often, but I'll show you some baby steps to get there. So first what you'll do is you'll bring the feet out in front of you. You can bring the palms together to touch the feet if you'd like. It's a little bit of like a butterfly pose. But you're gonna wrap your peace fingers around the big toes. And the goal here is maybe you wanna start with one foot up, slowly, gently bringing that up, maybe balancing here. Allow yourself to bring both feet up, playing around what it's like to balance on the tailbone. But eventually, you're going to bring them up a little bit further, and ultimately allowing yourself to come out completely wide, straightening the legs and hovering right here on the tailbone, making sure that the spine is nice and straight. If you pump your chest forward and bring your shoulders back, keeping your spine nice and straight, the legs nice and straight, you can balance here forever. Now, once you have yourself balanced here, you can close the eyes and then start the breath of fire. So go wherever you're at, meet yourself there, and do the breath of fire. So this is going to help open you up. Open you up to channeling that sexual energy and maintaining that potency. Opening yourself up to vulnerability. Opening yourself up physically and mentally, spiritually and emotionally. Breath of fire, keep going. Listen. Minute. Give it what you got. You can do it. Stay focused. Open up. Trust. Breath of fire. Keep going. a healthy, passionate life. I am willing to forgive, to let go, so that I can transform and be anew. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the posture, hold the posture, hold the breath. Stay here, close the eyes, feel the energy you created. And slowly release, exhale, breathe out. Breathe out. Stay seated here for just a moment. Let the energy settle in. This is your rebound. This is where you can actually tap in to the energy that you're creating, that you're manifesting. Posture. It's broken into 2. Slowly allow yourself to come into a tabletop. So a tabletop, the palms come directly underneath the shoulder, the knees directly underneath the hips. We're going to start on the right side, your masculine side. And we're going to inhale the right leg up as much as you can. So really bringing that leg up so that you can really feel it in the hips, you can really feel it in the glutes, bringing that head up. And when you bring that head up, when you bring that leg up, you're also going to look up. That's with your inhale. With your exhale, you're going to squeeze everything in, bringing the chin into the chest, and see if you can get the forehead to touch the top of the knee. So it goes something like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Go. Start going. We're going to do a minute each side. We're going to balance the legs, the abdomens, help maintain that sexual potency, that sacral energy, that passion. Give it all you got. Bring everything you have here. What dark emotions have you been dwelling deep inside? Bring it up. Feel it. Let your body feel it. Be in that space right now. Anger, sadness, guilt, grief, lust, love, happiness, whatever it is, honor all the emotions. Got 10 seconds. Go a little faster. Powerful breaths. Take a deep breath in, lift the leg up, look up. Hold this posture right here. And exhale, bring everything down. Push back into a child's pose. Big toes come together to touch. Forehead comes onto the mat. Palms come up towards the top of the mat. Just breathe in this space. Balance both sides. And moving on to the left side, your feminine side. Same thing. Now we're going to lift the left leg up. Squeeze those glutes. Really activate that lower space. Bringing that foot up and looking up with your inhale. Exhale, squeeze everything in. Inhale. Powerful breaths, powerful inhales, powerful exhales, expansion, compression, expansion, compression, the movement of the universe, the movement of creation, expanding the death, expression, squeezing everything in, bringing it all back in, creating the rebirth, your transformation. You got this. Powerful breaths. Finish strong. 30 more seconds. It's time to unleash. Be free. Feel alive and be wild. Life is about having fun, joy, and passion. Be spontaneous, get creative, and enjoy the zest of life. Take a deep breath in, bring everything up. The left leg comes up, the head comes up. Hold this posture here, feel the expansion. And slowly release, lower down. Come back to that child's pose. Big toes come together to touch. Knees come out wide. Resting the forehead onto the mat. Palms coming all the way up to the top of the mat. Stay here just a little bit longer. Just notice what's happening. Just notice what's happening to the body, the mind, the spirit. Where are you? Stay here. Stay present. Be still. And when you're ready now, slowly, gently, allow yourself to come up to seated. Bringing yourself up to seated so that we can come now to our meditation, our Adi Shakti meditation. What does it mean to connect to your creative power? Hopefully now you're aware, you're conscious, you're fully present in the energy of the creative space, of your sacred space. It's now time to bring that energy up, into your meditative, intuitive space, your third eye space and your crown chakra, so that you can connect to the higher self, your universe, your God, whatever it is that you want to call it. That space where it allows you to be able to truly let go and be able to trust that there is something bigger taking care of you that has your back. Go there, tap into that space. And with the mudra of bringing the sides of the pinkies, the sides of the thumbs together to touch, opening up the rest of the palms of the hands to make this beautiful lotus flower, guiding that into the heart chakra, the heart space. Elbows come beside the rib cage, spine nice and long. The eyes are closed, focused in the space between the brows. Place of your intuition, your perception. This is where you can now visualize what it means to live a passionate, zestful life. What it means to be able to connect to your creative power. What it means to connect to your inner mother. What it means to just be still and feel your emotions. Close your eyes and breathe in this space. In a moment, I'm going to play the Adi Shakti mantra. I bow to the primal power. I bow to the all-encompassing power and energy. I bow to the creative power of the Kundalini Divine Mother. If you feel that you can sing along, sing along. Or maybe it's just time for you to just listen. Keep the posture, keep the mudra, keep your focus.
Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pratham Bhagavati, Pratham Bhagavati, Pratham Bhagavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo.
Long deep breaths.
Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pratham Bhagavati, Pratham Bhagavati, Pratham Bhagavati, Namo Namo. Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Adi Shakti, Namo Namo. Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Sarva Shakti, Namo Namo. Pratham Bhagavati, Pratham Bhagavati, Pratham Bhagavati, Namo Namo.
Sing along whenever you're ready.
Kundalini Mata Shakti, Mata Shakti, Namo Namo. Namo Namo. Namo Namo. First force of all creation, to you I bow. Divine force everywhere, to you I bow. Creative force, primal force, to you I bow. Rising up, Divine Mother, to you I bow. First force of all creation, to you I bow. Divine force everywhere, to you I bow. Creative force, primal force, to you I bow. Rising up, Divine Mother, to you I bow. First force of all creation, to you I bow. Divine force everywhere, To you I bow. Creative force, primal force. To you I bow. Rising up, divine mother. To you I bow. Namo, 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 namo.
Take a deep breath in. Suspend the breath. Suspend the breath. Feel the breath in the lungs. Feel the breath moving into the palms of the hands. Suspend the breath. Keep it within. And as you exhale, blow it into the lotus flower. Powerful exhale. Inhale, powerful inhale. Suspend. Move the energy within. Channeling forgiveness. Channeling compassion. Connection. Powerful breath into the lotus flower. One more time, deep inhale. Inhale some more. Suspend. Breathe in. Move the energy. Cleansing, healing. Cleansing, healing. And exhale out into the lotus flower. Powerful breath out. Powerful breath out. Slowly release the palms. Release the palms, bringing the palms together. Bringing the palms together at heart center. The palms are at heart center. Meditating in this space. Noticing what you feel, what you see, what you can touch, smell, taste. Honoring all of your senses, all of your emotions. And slowly releasing the palms onto the knees. Guiding yourself now to the final, most important pose of every yoga class. Guiding yourself into your Shavasana. Allowing yourself to come lying down flat onto the mat. Getting yourself nice and comfortable. Tucking the tailbone under, releasing the palms down beside you. The shoulders are back. The heart is elevated. The chin is just gently towards the chest so that the back of the neck is also grounded. This is your sensation of really allowing yourself to let go, to melt into the mat. Let all your worry, everything that you did, all the thoughts, all the emotions, let it melt away here. And just allow yourself to be. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. One more time, take another deep breath in. Suspend, feel the energy now moving from the hips, this orange warm light traveling through the body, from the tips of the toes, from the hips, the belly, the heart, the throat, the space between the brows and out the crown. Exhale, let it out. Begin to draw yourself back to the physical body, back to your breath. Taking deep breaths in through the nose, deep breaths out through the mouth. Letting each breath bring some gentle movement to the fingers, to the toes. A look to the left, a look to the right. Stretching the arms up above you, pointing the toes further down below you. With your next big breath, guiding the knees into the chest. Rocking up and down the spine, side to side. Begin to rub the palms of the feet together and the palms of the hands together. Waking up the body, the nervous system. And then eventually allow yourself to come back up to seated. Come back up to seated with the spine nice and long, removing any flesh from underneath you. Rolling the shoulders back so that we can close off this wonderful, beautiful Scorpio full moon Kundalini Yoga workshop. The palms come together at heart center. If you know the words to this beautiful song, it's an offering and an affirmation of prayer for you to leave with. Sing along, and after we'll chant Sat Nam 3 times. It's a long Sat and a short Nam. Eyes are closed. Time, a deep breath in, the deepest breath yet. Healing, cleansing, breathe it all in. Sat Nam. Inhale the palms to the third eye space, the seat of your intuition, your place of perception. The light in me sees and honors the light in each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining me in this wonderful, passionate, intense, super full Scorpio moon. It's time to live life, my friends. To find the zest. To be free and be wild. Thank you again for joining me. Sat Nam. Bow forward. Yay! Ooh, feel kind of stony. That was powerful. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, please, if you enjoyed the class, please give your feedback. If you sent any donations tonight, please send donations. Whenever you're watching this, I will be posting this now on Move Yoga Life at the YouTube page. Don't forget, if you'd like to join us and you did donate, tomorrow I will send you a password and the Zoom meeting for us to go over our experience, what came up, how things have been going. And then, of course, a little extra treat will be a sacral chakra meditation for you to enjoy on the call. So thank you again. I hope you enjoyed that. I love you guys. I cannot wait to get back into a classroom to where I can see your beautiful faces and just hug you and squeeze you. That will be definitely a dream come true. I love you guys very much. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you can feel my love. I put a lot of love and energy into these workshops, and my family, the sacrifice that we do to get my girls to stay quiet, my little 4-year-olds, and my husband to help me with the lighting and everything. It's a family event. So I just thank you guys. I love you with all my heart. Enjoy this wonderful full moon. It's time to really enjoy life. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Satnam, namaste. And the next time we will meet again is May 22nd, 2/2. I have an interesting, actually, I just realized that I have an interesting challenge I'm doing. It's called the 2-2-2 challenge. I'll probably share that later, but if you want to join me on it, it's pretty simple, and I think it's something that you'll really enjoy for everyone. So I will post about that another time. But May, whatever month we're in, 22nd, these classes kind of get me a little stony. 22nd, we'll come back here at Move Yoga Life Facebook Live and take in what this new moon of Gemini will be trying to teach us. So I look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you again. Love you so much. Thank you, everybody. Yay. Thank you, Victoria, Dawn, everyone. I love you guys all. I will see you again and have a good night. Don't forget to rip up that flashcard, that note card, that piece of paper. Send it out. Send it out. All right. Bye, guys. See ya.